Hi guys! In today's video I'm going to discuss something. I've debated for a long time whether or not I should make this video, and I weighed the pros and cons and I decided to ultimately make this video because I feel it will be more helpful and educational than hurtful. So in light of today's date 4/20, I'm going to talk about medical marijuana, my opinion, my experience, and just a little bit of information about it. Before you freak out and think I'm a stoner or that I'm a pothead, you need to understand first of all that I am not a stoner. I never have been. I have tried it as a teenager, but I never did it on a regular basis. I did it a couple times. Even now, I'm not a stoner. I don't get high all day long. I don't wake up in the morning to get high and stay that way all day. I am prescribed medical marijuana. I have a license with it. I'm registered with the state. I go to a medical dispensary and I use it for medicinal purposes. I don't know what your preconceived notions are about marijuana and cannabis. I grew up with it around me. I don't think it's a big deal personally. It's like anything else. As long as you do it right, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't see it as being any worse than having a drink. People have a beer or a glass of wine at the end of the day to unwind. This isn't much different if you use it recreationally. And do I feel it, as far as it affecting my parenting abilities, I don't think it has affected me negatively at all. In fact, I believe it actually makes me a better parent for a number of reasons, and I'll get into that. So first of all, I use medical marijuana for my autoimmune diseases. It's prescribed for chronic pain because in New York it's limited to specific conditions. I got it for chronic pain. So even though it is prescribed for my chronic pain, it also helps me in other ways. It helps my poor appetite and nausea. It helps my pain. It helps my fatigue. Even though it can make you a little sleepy sometimes, overall it does help my fatigue. It helps my overall sick feeling. When you just feel sick and crappy, like you just can't move and you don't want to do anything and you just blech, like it actually helps with that. I've started to develop like anxiety from my illnesses, and it helps with my anxiety. It does not impair my ability to function. It does not impair my judgment. All it does, it just may slow me down a little bit. That's about it. I use less than my doctor actually prescribes. The instructions say to use it every 2 hours as needed. I don't use it that much. I use it 2 to 3 times a day based on how bad I'm feeling. I don't wake up and start smoking away and getting high. It's not what I do. I wait till I'm feeling really bad because I actually don't like being high during the day. I wait till I'm feeling really bad and nothing is making it better, and then I'll use a little bit just to kind of make me feel better. It's not like drinking where you drink to escape from your troubles and your pain and sorrow, and even though that can be a benefit of it, that's not what I do. It actually helps my symptoms. It actually calms things and takes away my nausea. It gives me an appetite. You know, if you've seen my videos in the past, you'll know that I struggle with maintaining a minimum weight. I struggle with having a poor appetite, and it helps me with that. I mean, it gives you the munchies. It's a thing, Now, I've always been very quiet about this because I don't want anybody passing judgment and thinking that I'm a pothead or a stoner or an irresponsible adult or whatever else. But I'm a responsible adult. I take care of my children. I function to the best of my ability physically, and this is just something that actually helps me to be a better person. Before this, I was prescribed opiates, Percocets, and other crazy painkillers that make you moody. They make you angry. They are bad for your health overall. They're bad for your mentality overall, and they're addictive and destructive, and I never liked it. And I decided I wasn't going to take them anymore. And so I would suffer for a long time because of that. And then this came into the picture, and it does none of that bad stuff. I mean, I've done a lot of research. Like I said, I grew up around it, and I know that it doesn't do anything bad to you. I mean, it makes you actually a better person. I find that when I use this, I am calmer, I am more pleasant, I'm happier, I'm easier to get along with. I'm sillier. Like I'm a better parent. I really do feel like I'm a better parent. I don't lose my temper as easily at all. It takes a lot to get me to lose my temper. I'm just very chill, you know, like it's good for you. I feel like if everybody smoked pot, the world would be a very happy place. Like you never hear of somebody getting, you know, smoking pot and like going and starting fights or, you know, anything violent like that. It's like impossible. It's not impossible, but it's very unlikely that that'll happen. People drink, on the other hand, they get violent, they get nasty, they get crazy and just stupid. Like as far as my kids, I don't flaunt it at them. They know that this is mommy's medicine and it helps me to feel better, and it does. They also know that some people don't understand it and they think it's a bad thing, and that some people use it incorrectly, and that's no good. But for people who need it as a medicine like me, it's okay. And they know that. They don't think anything of it. I don't make a big deal out of it, just like any of the other medications that I take. It's just, this is my medicine, it helps me feel better, and that's it. So, you know, if you suffer from some kind of chronic illness, especially, you know, pain or, you know, anxiety, or it helps so many things. It's just unbelievable. Like, you do research, seriously, it is so helpful. It's unbelievable that it's been illegal for this long and that so many people still have a bad idea about it. It really is such a great medication with minimal side effects. I don't even think I really have any bad side effects from this. Like, sure, I don't like to be high, but you know what? Sometimes it's kind of necessary. I mean, you take a Percocet, it's going to make you high anyway. So that's how I look at it. Like I said, I'm not high all day long. I don't even do it every day. I try to save it for when I'm just really not feeling well. Plus, at the end of the day, when you want to relax, it's kind of nice to actually feel a little extra calm and, you know, just chill. It feels good. And it's definitely a better alternative than drinking. I don't drink. I tried the whole glass of wine at the end of the day thing, and I never liked it. I don't like it. It makes me cranky. It makes me feel sick. It makes me moody. I don't like it. So I find that this is a much better alternative. It helps my illnesses, and it's very effective. And I'm happy it's finally legal. And people who have a poor idea about it have either never tried it, because if you've used it at least once, you'll know it's really not that big of a deal. It's not a terrible thing as long as it's done correctly. Like anything, it has to be done right. Sure, there's those people out there who are the typical pothead stoners that have no motivation in their life and don't do anything. It's not the pot that does it to them. That's them. And then the pot just kind of enhances that a little bit. I know plenty of people who have successful careers, who have a family, who are very stable, normal, healthy people who smoke pot every day, and it doesn't affect them negatively. Like, really, it's not a big deal. To all my fellow cannabis users out there, happy 420, and I hope I opened someone's eyes about the benefits of this, and that it's not such an evil, terrible drug. It's a medication like any other, and it's extremely useful, extremely beneficial, and you know, it's definitely made a positive difference in my life. So I hope you like that. Please give me a thumbs up, ask questions, tell me your opinions. Don't be too mean, please, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.